You know those problems at work, the ones that just keep popping up, where it feels like you're just hitting the same brick wall over and over again? Well, we all have them. In this explainer, we're going to look at our framework that helps you turn that frustration into some real, actual progress.
So just for a second, I want you to think about it. What is your one thing? That problem that just will not die. Maybe it's a piece of software that always crashes at the worst possible time, or a meeting that's always a total waste of time. Got it in your head? Good, because we're going to need it.
Okay, so that annoying thing, turns out it actually has a name. It's called a problem of practice. And honestly, just being able to put a label on it, that's the very first step to actually getting it solved. And here's the thing that makes it a real problem of practice. It's not just some vague complaint. It's got to be specific. It's got to be tangible. So, saying our software is terrible is just venting. But saying the reporting software crashes every Friday afternoon when we try to run sales reports. Now that is a problem of practice. You can point to it, you can see it happen, but all the easy fixes have failed.
This is that feeling, right? It's the thing everyone gripes about. You're in a meeting and someone says, "Oh great, it's almost time for the reporting software to crash again," and everyone just kind of groans. But then what? The conversation just stops there, and you're left feeling completely stuck.
But what if getting unstuck isn't about having the perfect answer right away? What if it's about asking a completely different kind of question? This is where we flip the whole thing on its head.
Just look at the difference here. On the left, you've got complaint thinking. It's a dead end. The system is always breaking. Okay, and it just hangs there. But on the right, you've got inquiry thinking, and that opens up a world of possibilities. Asking, "I wonder why this system keeps breaking," immediately kicks your brain into problem-solving mode. It's a shift from just being frustrated to being curious.
This little phrase right here, this is the whole key. I wonder what would happen if. It's like a magic wand. It takes this big, immovable problem and turns it into a small experiment. So instead of just being mad about the software, you're asking, I wonder what would happen if we tried running those reports at a different time. All of a sudden, it's not a wall anymore. It's a question you can actually try to answer.
All right, so you've got your I wonder question. Now what? Well, that question becomes the fuel for a really simple but super powerful cycle that turns that curiosity into action.
And look, it's not some crazy, complicated system. It's just 3 steps. Identify, plan, and act. That's it. It's simple, it's repeatable, and that's exactly why it works so well for these sticky problems.
First up, you identify. This is where you put on your detective hat. You're not just looking at the symptom, the software crashing. You're digging deeper for the root cause. You start noticing, wait a minute, it's not just any time on Friday. It's specifically when the sales reports are running. This is where you sharpen that I wonder question to be even more precise.
Second, you plan. Your question should spark a bunch of ideas. But, and this is important, you don't try to do them all at once. You pick one small, concrete thing to test. Not a massive overhaul. Just one little thing like, okay, let's try running the report first thing Monday morning. And then you define what success would look like. The report actually finishes without crashing.
And third, you act. You do the thing. You run the report on Monday morning. And the goal here isn't to be perfect, it's to learn. You watch what happens. You gather the results. Did it work? Did it fail in a new and interesting way? What did you find out?
And this is the magic of it. Because whatever you learn in the act step feeds right back into the identify step. Maybe running it on Monday worked great. Awesome. Or maybe it still crashed, but it ran for 10 minutes longer than usual. Aha, that's new information. That tells you something new, and you start the loop all over again with an even smarter question. It's a cycle of getting better and better.
So how do you actually get started with all this? It might feel like a big thing, but the first step is actually incredibly small. Just remember this number, 1. It all starts with 1. One problem you decide to focus on. One question. One tiny shift from complaining to wondering.
And really, that's the whole ballgame. Every big, meaningful improvement starts with a single, thoughtful, I wonder question. It's the key that unlocks the door and gets you moving from feeling stuck to actually doing something about it.
So let's go back to that problem we talked about at the beginning, the one that drives you nuts. This week, instead of just sighing about it, try to reframe it. The most powerful question you can ask isn't what's wrong, it's this, what do you wonder?